remember a time when you felt pressure to say the right thing, to impress someone with your knowledge, to be clever and insightful? It's an uncomfortable feeling. More often than not, however, knowing the right answer, having the right information, isn't what impresses people. It's asking the right questions. Good questions help you connect with other people. Good questions win business. I'll never forget one CEO who said to me, "I can always tell how experienced a consultant or banker is by the quality of the questions they ask." Each of the 35 chapters in Power Questions contains a real story about a conversation or situation that was dramatically transformed by a question. You'll learn about the question Steve Jobs used to raise his people's performance to extraordinary levels. You'll read about a question that can radically re-engage a distracted client, and 4 others that will help you determine if you'll get the sale. This is what our book is all about: how to ask great questions that draw people out and help you build deeper relationships with them. To help you get better at using questions, I got together with my friend Jerry Panis, and we wrote Power Questions. One more question for you. What's the most outstanding quality of young children, besides being cute and making lots of noise? It's their curiosity. In fact, the average 5-year-old asks 200 questions a day. But as adults, our curiosity dries up. The most successful people we've studied ask lots of questions. Albert Einstein said, "I have no special talents. I am merely passionately curious." Like many other great figures in history, including Franklin Roosevelt, Socrates, and Jesus, he asked a lot of penetrating questions. By the way, you'll meet all of them in Power Questions. You'll read about the question that many CEOs expect you to ask, but hate: what keeps you up at night? And the questions they'd like you to ask them instead. You'll discover 2 very unusual questions that may actually push a colleague or a friend to change the course of their lives. And finally, if you get stuck in a conversation, if you really get off on the wrong foot with someone, and perhaps start arguing, we have a question for you that is like a St. Bernard rescue dog when you're snowbound and freezing. I'll tell you this one, but only use it when things get really bad. Can we start over? At the end of the book, we've given you a list of another 293 questions to use in a variety of situations. P.S. It's a short book. You can read it in about an hour and a half. It's not that hard to master the art of asking great questions. Just read Power Questions and start using them immediately.